run for my money. There is nobody, no one that'll run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely. Living lovely. Just lovely. I wanna be with you. 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 Me just love me. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still?
Yo, I should let that vibe a little bit. Y'all know it's Peter. Kendrick, The Different Beat, Love, Forever a Classic. Y'all know what it is. Guess who's back? It's Mykell Monday. I hope y'all ready for it. It's a lot of craziness going on. NBA free agency. We got to talk about what's going on with Drake. And I got to tell you why I'm wearing this shirt, to show love to a player who was just retired by the Los Angeles Sparks. And I might as well start there, baby. I have to give love and a shout out to the real CP3, Candace Parker. Her jersey was retired yesterday. I was in the building there doing my thing, covering the Sparks, man. And to see that, Candace Parker, who came into the league, the only WNBA player to win an MVP and be Rookie of the Year in the same exact year. She got her honor, got her praise. It was really dope. Lisa Leslie in the building to be there with her. It was an all Candace Parker night, man. It was all love for her, and she's one of the pillars when you talk about that team. It's Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, Nneka Ogwumike, who should be the next one to get their jersey retired. But man, shout out to CP3. It's well deserved. But Angel Reese showed up. It sucks because the Sparks couldn't take the dub, but for CP3, she like, hey, either way it goes, either my Chicago Sky gonna get a win or my Los Angeles Sparks is gonna get a win. And the Chicago Sky took care of business, doing their thing, knocking off the Sparks. And as much as y'all want to hate her, Angel Reese has been balling. Angel Reese has been in her bag, doing her thing, playing some great basketball. Angel Reese is a baller. Like, I don't know what you guys feel about her or how you guys feel about Angel Reese, but she is a baller. She can score around the rim. She can pass the ball. She had like 24, 17, and 7 assists. We know she can rebound like crazy. A double-double machine. And for you people who play ball out there or really watch ball, y'all know how tough it is to get a double-double, especially when people expect you to go after it. And she goes and gets it every night. Like, all the disrespect, all the hate towards Angel Reese needs to come to a stop. She is a baller. And I'm happy she was there for Candace Parker Day, because I'm not saying she's Candace Parker, but she can do some similar things. Yes, she's not as explosive because of her injury that she had in college, but she is a baller. She is figuring things out. And when Cordoza is not on the floor, Angel Reese really shines bright, and she's doing some great things on the basketball floor. And man, I just love her talent. Of course, she's a beautiful girl, and it's all great for the WNBA. Beautiful woman playing beautiful basketball. It is a great thing. That's what we saw from Candace Parker. That's why her jersey is retired there with the Los Angeles Sparks. And Angel Reese is putting in some work to maybe one day she will have her jersey retired by the Chicago Sky. But she's playing some good ball. The ladies got it going on right now. Angel Reese has clearly figured it out, and she's doing some great things. So it was really dope, the fact that it was her playing there against the Sparks, picking up that win, and her going crazy with so many people in the building to honor the great Candace Parker. But the WNBA, man, they popping right now, and it isn't stopping anytime soon. They have more teams coming. We already know about the Valkyrie this year. You got the Canadian team coming with the Toronto Tempo. But by 2030, they're going to have 18 teams in the WNBA. For people who know the game, go and study the NBA and see how they were able to grow. It wasn't just a quick fix. It wasn't something that just happened really fast. The NBA, it took some time for them to grow. The all-star, the superstar names came into the league, and the league got itself right. And that's why it is where it is today with the NBA free agency frenzy that we're going to talk about soon. But the WNBA are going to be adding 3 teams. Cleveland is returning, Detroit is returning, and Philly for the first time is getting a WNBA team. So they're going to have 18 by the year 2030. So the WNBA is growing. If you're not on the bandwagon now, you need to do so because it is people who are showing up. It is coming. That means more players, more chance for more superstars. It's fun, man. Only a complaint I have is where's Houston at, man? We need a Houston team. The Houston Comets is the greatest team in the history of the WNBA. They won the most championships. They had Cheryl Swoops. They had Tina Thompson, Cynthia Cooper. They were the team of teams. Like, they are the Lakers. They are the Celtics. But they're no longer in the league and hasn't been in the league for a good while. So I love the fact that they're adding Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly to the league by 2030. But they have to get Houston going because the Comets were just that team. And it's only right. You can't even talk about the WNBA's history without mentioning the Houston Comets. So I can't wait for them to get back in the league. So hopefully by 2031, 2032, sometime soon, that we can get the Houston Comets back in the WNBA. But they're expanding. They got superstar players. They're honoring their legends like the Sparks did with Candace Parker. And I think they got to do that more. Like, honor these legends, mention these legends of the game, make people have to go and do their research about the WNBA and the superstars of it that got the league to where it is right now. It's just not about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Asia Wilson. It's about the women who helped pave the way. The WNBA has to find a way to put these names out there, make people have to do their research. They need the people to love their game for the past, the present, and the future, because it's going to help the brand. And I'm happy that I'm able to, cover the Sparks with my show, LA Sparks Weekly, with my co-host DJ Tracy Treese. Make sure y'all go and check that out for everything Sparks. And I'm going to always have you here with the Mykell Mathieu Show. And I thank you guys for joining me. Facebook, LinkedIn, the Misfits Live on YouTube, X, Instagram, and TikTok. I appreciate everybody that's tapping in. But I had to give the WNBA some love first because I'm repping the shirt. That's our ace, Candace Parker. If you don't know who that is, go figure it out. I know she's on TNT, but she isn't just a media personality. That's her new thing. She was one of the better women hoopers of all times. She can dunk that thing, dribble it, score, shoot the three, score in the post. She did everything. So make sure y'all go and tap into her. And for you Angel Reese haters, let it go. She is a baller. NCAA champion. She's stuffing the stat sheet. She's her views is crazy. She is doing everything right now. The Chicago Sky just has to figure it out and get some pieces around her. But she is all right. And I'm just loving that the WNBA is growing, baby. So let's get to it. Hey, free agent frenzy in the NBA. I'm so excited that I'm stumbling. And it's cracking, man. Like, I know a lot of you guys out there are following it, and I'm just here to give you what myself, Mykell Mathieu, thinks about what's going on. First, we're going to start with the purple and gold. LeBron James, we all know he opted into his $52.6 million player option. And when it comes to that, I'm a little torn when it comes to LeBron's decision, because as a black man, I know where we come from. And when you can get the bag at any time, get your bag. $52.6 million is tough to turn that down, and losing any of that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to LeBron James, who just on his show, Mind the Game, was talking about not having the players to win, that it takes having other players around you to win. You're a billionaire. You have the money. So it's kind of a contradiction. Like, I know you want to get your money, get your bag. Of course, that's great. Do that. But you can't be telling us about how you want to win. And that's what it's about. And you need pieces to do it, because you have a chance to do it if you take a pay cut. and decide to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to opt out. Let's find a team-friendly deal and let's go and try to win this championship, because this might be my last season in the NBA. It might be my last go-around, and I have Luka Doncic on my squad. So let's figure out how we can get pieces around to make it happen. I'm 42 years old as hell when it comes to NBA years. I haven't won a championship since 2020 in the bubble. When it comes to a regular season, I haven't won in a long time. 2016? So let's try to figure this out, and maybe I can help. So like I said, I'm torn on it, but get your money. But if you really want to win, you are going to make the moves that's needed to help your team win. And taking a pay cut was something that he could have done, but he didn't. Now the Lakers are scrambling, scraping, trying to figure out how they can put together a team together, to try to win a championship in LeBron's possible last season. Or maybe they're not. I don't know what's fully going on behind the scenes. I know that the Lakers have to realize, hey, we're going to have a future now. We have Luka Doncic. He's going to be in his prime, and we want to make sure that we set him up right. And maybe they realize we can't do it this year, and maybe we might have to get off of LeBron James. And if you've been following me on X, Instagram, following my work that I've done with the Sporting Tribune, Culver City Observer, Infinity TV, and etc., I've been a big guy saying, hey, if the Lakers won't win until LeBron is off the team. Like, they can't do anything with an old player with a big contract, because you can't get the pieces around your star players. Even when they had AD, this is how I felt, and I'm still on that. So, I'm, of course, with him getting his bag and all that, but as a Laker fan, since birth, I'm like, I want to see the Lakers win, and I know with LeBron James, they can't do it. So I would love to see a trade. You telling me if they can go trade him back to Cleveland, send him and Bronny over there and go and get Darius Garland, get Jared Allen, get, Max Strus, and maybe a first-round pick. I would love that for the Lakers. You getting your point guard, you getting that athletic big, a shooter, and a future pick. It will be lovely. That's the deal that I would love the most as a Laker fan, to get a young point guard like Darius Garland, an athletic big like Jared Allen, and a pure shooter like Max. It will be lovely. And then it will be a great story, I feel, for LeBron to finish his career with his son in Cleveland. It will be dope. But I know for the Church of LeBron out there, they want to, they want to win another championship. They want to strengthen their title of being, having their guy be the GOAT. And they're hoping that they can find a way to do that. And I don't think it's going to happen with the Lakers. So if they can, push a trade and get him to a spot, I think the Dallas Mavericks, if they somehow got him to Dallas for, the Lakers getting Thomas Gafford, and I like 3 other pieces from that team. But if you can have, they got, Kyrie returning, you have Cooper Flag, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively there on that squad with the LeBron James, they will instantly be right there in the thick of things, because they already are right there with the moves that they have made this offseason. And, if guys can get healthy and play how we expect them to do, the Dallas Mavericks are going to be a problem. Can you imagine Bron over there with that group? It will be crazy. But as Mykell Mathieu, with this being a Mykell Mathieu show, I would love to see the Lakers to make a move. And the best bet is send him out east, send him back to Cleveland, go and get them pieces. With Dallas, we have to deal with them, and I don't want to have to deal with that. They will be too good with LeBron, Cooper Flag, AD, a returning Kyrie, Klay, and Derek Lively. That's too much to deal with in the West. But you send him back to Cleveland, let him go there and finish his journey, and it'll be fine with me. But if you say you want to win, it takes sacrifices, and it may be sacrificing your money. Bron didn't do that. He took the bread. So let's see what's going to happen. See if the Lakers can add some pieces to keep him happy, or see if he demands a trade, because we all know when it comes to the career of LeBron, there's never been no true loyalty to nobody but Team LeBron and clutch. With Cleveland, he was there. He left on TV saying he was out of there with the decision, went to Miami, got some championships, said, I don't think this is going to be as easy. We lost this last title run, so let me go to Cleveland. Then he left Cleveland again after winning. So there's no loyalty there other than to himself. into his clutch team. So yes, LeBron will easily say, "Get me up out of here. I don't want to be here." So let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be interesting. But make sure y'all follow me, Instagram, X. I'm gonna be, reaching out to my sources to figure out what the hell is gonna be happening with this Laker team. But keeping it in LA, the Los Angeles Clippers, they are doing some really good things. First of all, shout out to LA legend James Harden, who opted into a 2-year deal, 81.5 million. He got a raise. If you remember last year, he took a little pay cut, like 36 mil. Now he's going to be getting about 40.75 million these next 2 years. And he deserved it. Was an all-star, played some really good basketball, had some great moments this season. But the Clippers are, they are doing some things right. Brook Lopez was a name that was out there that people were looking towards when it comes to joining the Lakers. He joins the Clippers on a nice deal, 2-year deal, gives them another big that he can stretch the floor, shoot the three. He has size. Defensively, he has really improved these last few years. So him and Zubac is going to be a great 1-2 punch after they just added the young piece at the end of the first round, an athletic big that looks like a Derek Lively type guy. So he gets to develop around these vets. But Brook Lopez joining that team, James Harden returning. Like, the Clippers are doing some nice things. And I know they are the Clippers. And, just like a lot of these other teams, when it comes to football, Cowboys, Chargers, even with OKC this year, I said, I don't believe it till I see it. The Clippers are in that same boat. I won't believe it until I see it. But I do like what they're doing. They have Kawhi. He seems like he's going to be healthy. Hopefully, he can give them the most healthiest season of his Clipper career. They got Derrick Jones, Norman Powell. They got some pieces over there. So let's see if they can put it together. But the addition of Brook Lopez is a good look. James Harden is back. The Clippers are doing some good things. And I know, as a Laker guy, what I'm saying, as a Laker fan, but I cover the Clippers, so I'm not biased at all. I'm going to bring you that real here on the Mykell Mathieu Show. But I got to give love to the Clippers, man. Like, they're doing some great things in the community. If you haven't been to the Intuit Dome yet, that thing is amazing. And they're trying to put together a championship team. So I can't act like they aren't trying hard, but they're doing what they can do. Shout out to the people on the live there on Instagram. My guy Danny said Clarkson to New York. I got to follow along because I don't want to miss anything. Is that the new move? It will be a great look. Give them another player that can go off the dribble. But it's about LA right now. And the Lakers, Clippers trying to figure it out and trying to do their thing. But let's keep this going because this frenzy is nonstop when it comes to the NBA free agency as of now, getting cracking today. Once again, the Mykell Mathieu Show. Thank you for everybody tapping in. Facebook, LinkedIn, on the Misfits Live, on YouTube page, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well. I got to give a shout out to them Texas teams, man. We know the Spurs, they're doing their thing. They just drafted Dylan Harper, and they're trying to get some pieces for this free agency. But I got to show love. Like, I love the addition of D'Angelo Russell to the Mavs. It is exactly what they needed. Kyrie is going to be out till about January, maybe February. Now you got your guy, D-Lo, who's played with AD and can come in, knock down some shots, be that point guard so you don't have to force Cooper Flag to be a full-time point forward or anything like that. You have D-Lo that can come in and help. He's a fire starter. Once he catch fire, he can get things going, play make. He's a really great fit for that team, and he's going to be fired up. He's back with AD. He like, hey, I want to show y'all I had problems with that other dude in LA, and I want to make those fans eat crow that were hating on me. So y'all going to have to deal with it. And with Dallas, it is a great, great look for him because he's trying to add a championship to his resume. And it's going to be great because he can do his thing playing as a starter until Kyrie gets back. Then imagine you move him off the bench and he can come in and be that guy that's instant offense. So it's a great move for the Mavericks, who seem like they are doing everything right. They remind me a lot of that Cleveland team after LeBron left that first time, where they just start getting the draft picks. A lot of things just start going right. that led to LeBron going there and then winning a championship. So let's see. AD, all eyes on you, man. You got the squad around you. Can you go and lead a team to a championship? Let's see. But I love that D'Lo move for the Mavericks. And for Houston, you add KD, which was great, but you don't stop there. The Rockets, they add Dorian Finney-Smith, a long athletic wing that can be there to help play defense. You got him, Jabari Smith. You got Amin Thompson. Like, they are building a super talented squad over there, but that wasn't it. Then you add Clint Capella. You already got Steven Adams. You already got Sengun. Now you add Clint Capella as well. They are building a team of talented players at the top, but also depth. We just saw the Oklahoma City Thunder win. Yes, they had the best player in the league, an MVP in SGA. Yes, they had Jalen Williams, who's a great number 2. Yes, they had Chet, who's a great number 3, but they also had depth, and that's what helped them win. And the Rockets are doing exactly that. They having their star players, but then they're also building depth. Look at this projected lineup. Fred VanVleet, Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr. We got Sengun, Reed Shepard, who's going to get some run this year, who was a top 3 pick last year in the draft. Cam Whitmore, DFS, Dorian Finney-Smith. You got Terry Eason, Steven Adams, Clint Capella. They run about 11 to 12 players deep that if they're on the court, you won't complain about their minutes because they are talented. So I'm looking at it right now like SGA and the Thunder are the clear favorites because they're the champion. But the Rockets, the Mavericks, they are coming. They continue to do great things in the offseason, and they are winning free agency right now, making it happen. So shout out Texas. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and it's some big-time basketball that's going to be played this season, especially with all the moves that are being made. The same way I said for AD, hey, let's see what you're about. It's time for you to prove that you can lead a team as the guy. There's no LeBron next to you. You got the roster. Make it happen. Same thing for Kevin Durant. You have a squad around you. Vets, young players, athleticism, youth, everything you need around you. But now you have to win. So let's see what Kevin Durant can do. This is his last hurrah. And how great would it be for him to bring a championship to Houston, to shut up all the naysayers who continue to bring up Steph Curry when talking about his game, man. But I got to give a shout out. The Nuggets made a move. It seemed like they were a little stale. They needed to do something different. They trade MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., to the Nets. They get back Cam Johnson, a player that can do a lot more than MPJ. He probably can't shoot like him, but he just has a better all-around game to me at this moment. So a great pickup there. And then you also bring back Bruce Brown, who we know was a big part of them winning the championship. But this is just some of it, man. Like, free agency frenzy is so great in the NBA. It's probably the greatest thing when it comes to any of the sports offseason, the draft, right into free agency. Hell, the season just ended not long ago, and now we're getting these big-time stories being broken left and right. Shout out to Shams. He's figuring it out. He's putting things together, and he's trying to get the news out. Speaking of, a minute ago, Gary Trent Jr. agrees to a 2-year deal to stay with Milwaukee. Moves are being made. You don't want to miss it. And hey, I'm going to be breaking any news that pops up on the timeline here on the show. So it's going to be crazy. Shout out to KD. Shout out to LeBron. KD is going to be on the newest episode of Mind the Game Pod. So let's see what they're going to talk about. Two guys that are vocal when it comes to being superstars. That's going to be fun. Jordan Clarkson to the Knicks. It's official. He's going to be a Knick. It gives them a second scorer, somebody that can go off any night. Hopefully they get a coach that knows how to play the bench and not gas their guys out like Tibbs did. Maybe they might add Mike Brown. That's what I'm hearing. That could be the move. But Jordan Clarkson, great pickup for the Knicks. The Knicks are trying to do their thing because the East is wide open. Anybody can take the East. With the injury to Tyrese, the injury to Jason Tatum, the injury to Dame Lillard, The East is wide open. So let's see who's going to step up. Let's see who are going to make the moves to make it happen. But the NBA free agency is lit. It's great, man. I'm excited about it. How are you feeling out there? Remember, you can always comment on the Mykell Mathieu Show. Go to YouTube, The Misfits Live. Let me know what you think. Let me check in with IG. Yeah, Capella to Houston again. I topped in with that. My guys got hope that LeBron can get number 5, but I think that ship is over. I think him winning championships is all done. It's just going to be him continue to accumulate stats, or maybe if he can go to Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, they can have a chance. But we'll see. So we're gonna monitor that. But shout out to the NBA, man. They always do it right when it comes to free agency, and it is fun times with it. So let me take you from the NBA. Let's take you to the baseball diamond. And of course, the Dodgers continue to be in first place, playing some great baseball, doing their thing. The Angels, they sit one game behind 500, but they are figuring some things out. And let's see if they can make some type of run when it comes to the MLB. I just have to give a shout out to, especially when it comes to my bros that's still playing baseball. You can follow my work, MLBbro.com, MLBbro.com. There we cover everyone black in baseball. And I got to give a shout out to one of the young studs that's doing their thing. 22-year-old James Wood. The man is batting like 283, 22 homers, 64 RBI so far this season. And he just did something that no one has done since 2004 when a man by the name of Barry Bonds did this. So whenever you mention with Barry Bonds, you are doing something right in the game of baseball. And he did exactly that. He played against my Angels. And the Angels said, we are not dealing with you. You are too talented. You have been playing on fire at the plate. So they intentionally walked him 4 times, which is crazy. But like I said, the first time it happened since 2004. And I just got to give my kudos and love to James Wood. I was able to interview him when he was out here and he played against the Dodgers. Bright young kid, cool young kid, understands his journey, understands his purpose as being one of those star baseball players that is black or African American. And he's balling and not letting the folks down. So more power to you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Nationals, you got him. You got C.J. Abrams. You got to continue to build a squad around them. So let's see what's going to happen there. But let's go from the baseball diamond to the gridiron, baby. A big-time trade. Speaking of NBA, this trade was very NBA-like there with the Steelers receiving Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, and a 2027 7th-round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick and a 2027 5th-round pick. I like the move for the Steelers. You get Jalen Ramsey. We know that Coach Tomlin knows how to coach defense. You lose an important piece in Minkah, but maybe Jalen might try to slide to safety and do some Minkah-type things. Let's see if that can help kind of rejuvenate him and the buzz about Jalen Ramsey. But I really love the move of Jonnu Smith. Had him on fantasy last year. The man went crazy that second half of the season. He gives Aaron Rodgers another piece to go with DK Metcalf. You know they're going to look to run the ball there with Jaylen Warren. They try to make something happen with Aaron Rodgers in his final season in the NFL. And this is just a nice pickup, and then you get the 7th-round pick. So I like the move for the Steelers. They want to try to do something, and Jonnu Smith, Jalen Ramsey can help. For the Dolphins, you get that 5th-round pick. That's always a solid pick. You can get a steal there. But, Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's going to want to be fired up and try to prove the Steelers wrong of trading him and going to a Miami team that you don't know what they're going to be. Are they going to suck or are they going to shine? Minkah can go there, help that defense. Offensively, you got Waddle, got Tyreek Hill, you got Tua. They can run the ball. So it's going to be interesting, but I just love to see the move for both of these teams who are trying to figure some things out. But I really like it for the Steelers because you get that defensive back that may be hungry, looking to prove people wrong. And Jonnu Smith as a tight end, you can do a lot of things with him. So shout out to both teams. They're making it happen. Of course, here at the Mykell Mathieu Show, of course, I cover sports. I do my thing. I love sports. Been loving it since a kid. But I'm also tapped into the culture. I see what's going on in the entertainment world. I see what's happening with music. So we have to talk about it. Once again, the Mykell Mathieu Show. Thank you for everybody who's been tapping in so far. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube with the Misfits Live, X, Instagram, and TikTok, man. So I appreciate you guys showing love with me. But let's take it away from sports. And I hate to do this because for people who follow me on these social media platforms, who's been tapping into the show, I always have some words for Drake, but I'm actually a fan of him. Like, I've been a fan of Drake's music and things like that since Room for Improvement, way back then when she was doing this thing. And I just feel some type of way. I just feel that he has gotten to a certain point of his career where he's not doing what I expect him to do, and he's just finding ways to make things tougher on himself. And this whole app thing is crazy. We talked about it on my show yesterday, The Misfits Live, with me and my guy Elam. But come on, man. That post with them abs, which clearly looks made out of Barbie doll land or wherever he got them from, he just find ways to keep himself in the news. And these days is not for good reasons. He tried with the music after the Kendrick Lamar beef loss, and people kind of went by that. He thought Nokia was going to be that hit that everybody was going to follow, and it still might have a chance. Let's see what they do in the summer. But then the pictures, the duck lips, and now these abs, Drake, I hate to continue to roast you, but man, you're making it really, really easy. And that's probably why Kendrick, like, they not like us. Like, some of these dudes, these Canadians, they find ways to just do goofy things. And the fact people are roasting him, it makes sense, And I just feel a certain type of way. Like, maybe since it's Mykell Monday, this is going to be the wisdom that I give you on Mykell Monday. Love yourself. If you want to get yourself right, eat right, meditate, pray, work out, do what you got to do to get you there. But all of these surgeries, all of this fake stuff, all of this nonsense, like, I've never been a fan of it. I want people to love who they are, work on themselves, do their things, because you got to get yourself right, man. Like, getting these surgeries, these abs, people probably gonna hate me for this, but the BBLs and stuff like that, come on, man, just work out, love who you are. J. Cole told us years ago, love yours, love yourself, and that's how you should get it going, man. But it's poor Drake, he's still going through it. They got the lawsuit going on. The more I'm tapping into that, the more I'm looking like, dang, Drake, like, y'all really some sore losers over there when it comes to a rap beef. You said some crazy things. Dot said some crazy things, but y'all need to let that thing go. But hey, we'll see what's going to happen with that. But Drake continues to take L's left and right. Before we get out of here, I got to give a shout out. If you haven't checked it out, I don't know if y'all MCU fans like myself. I'm looking forward to this July coming up. You got the Fantastic Four movie that looks like it's going to be fire. Hopefully it is for this phase 5. They really need it. But I really love what they got going with Ironheart. Like, 3 episodes dropped. The final 3 drop tomorrow. Them first 3, fire. Like, I'll rewatch all of the episodes. They've done a great job. It's crazy to see the fake hate online, but hey, I love to debate. I'm on X going on people's head, and I already knew it was going to be hate. A show with a black woman that's leading, I knew the haters were going to come, but even Rotten Tomato gave it an 83% because they realize the greatness that is being seen on the screen. But haters, I hope you are eating crow because you were wrong. The show is dope. The show is fire, and I'm excited for these last 3 episodes. And we all know Squid Game, the finale season, the final season is here. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to try to get to it very soon. This NBA free agency got me wrapped up. WNBA, MLB, a lot of stuff going on, but I'm going to have to get to Squid Game to see what happened. I hope y'all love it out there. I'm hearing good things, so hopefully it's exactly that. But hey, I appreciate everybody who tapped in today for my return was down for a week, really got sick, but I'm back. Another episode coming to you Wednesday. Shout out to everybody who tapped in when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube through the Misfits Live page, X, TikTok. Shout out to those who commented. Shout out my guy Danny. He said the Lakers need a big. Yes, Lakers need a big, but do they got the money to make the moves they need to make? I don't know. I'm going to be following along, bringing back to you what I like about it, the free agency on Wednesday, and much, much more. Once again, this is the Mykell Mathieu Show, back with you Wednesday. Tap in. It's a lot of great shows with my brand, the Misfits Live, the Reynolds Report with my guy Jude, the Lamb Chop Show with my guy E. Lamb. Like, we got some work over here, and you better be a part of this journey because you're a part of my journey. You're a part of this journey as I get myself prepared to receive my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And you're going to be there too. We're going to make it a barbecue and turn up. But this is just the beginning. More to come. I see y'all on Wednesday, man. Y'all have a good day. Have a good Tuesday as well. Like I said, Ironheart is going to go up. I may be live. Make sure y'all tap in with me. I may be live on the Sporting Tribune today with my guy Grant, Mona, and all my guys over there at the Sporting Tribune. So probably be on in about an hour if you want to hear more of me. The Sporting Tribune, tap in Sporting Tribune today. We're going to go live. But until then, I'll see you guys Wednesday, man. You have a good one. Let's get that Kendrick going, baby, because that thing is a
Keep
classic.
it a whole 100. Don't got you, I got nothing. I got something. Hold up. We gon' function. No assumption. Feeling like Tyson with it. Got out Tyson with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah. Only for life, yeah. Only for life. Let's get it. Hit that shoulder, me. I know it coming over me. Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. I'm feeling go out. This feeling don't drought. This party won't end. If I didn't ride, blade on.